Hello. I'm trying to post all my oh goodness gracious. You know, I love Tumblr, but why does it default to the last blog that you posted from? Ugh. When you try to almost done. Good afternoon for me. It's 3:30. I didn't want to take a nap today, but it has been rainy all day, so it's like the perfect weather to just curl up and take a nap. Okay, that's the right blog. We're almost done with ShadowClan. We have... How many cats do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cats left, and then I have to shade and like integrate them into the picture. But I've already got the drop shadows done for the cats. So hopefully we can finish today. I switched up Fern Shade's pose because I was trying to fix her, but she just looks so stiff that anything that I tried, it didn't look stiff. So I made her look over here to the kits and stuff. Thank you for the hearts. Yo Black Kitsune, yo Snow Kitty. Hello Siesto, hello Sinrowan. Hello Muckline, hello Izzy, hello Ventillion, hello Koopa, hello Frodo, Froggers, hi. High Temper. RiverClan be located like in a rainforest? That'd be cool. Apparently ShadowClan we don't have marshy pinelands over here in the Midwest. So I just made it a pine forest. But apparently ShadowClan Forest, that's an actual thing, is like marshy pines, especially in like Europe. And I'm clown nosing, but whatever. It's in the winter, so you can't really tell. Okay, let's get started. Let's see. We got Fern Shade right here. Put her at the top. I always thought it was kind of like they didn't know if they wanted ShadowClan to be in like the swamp or in the pines. So I picked the pines. I didn't realize that why not both was an actual response you could get. And was the intended response. You know, there is one picture that I basically based my entire... Hold on, before I start drawing, I gotta show you this. There is one picture, official picture, that I base like the entirety of what I think ShadowClan territory looks like around. Hold on, let me get it. And now that I look at it, it's more swampy. And that is here. That is, if I can, yeah, is the Yellow Fang secret full art. I think this is such a beautiful picture. I think it's like one of my favorite like super edition covers from the original artists that did the covers. And I'm always like, yeah, this is definitely what ShadowClan looks like. And now that, I mean, those don't look like pine trees at all, but it looks more swampy. Yeah, I don't know if the pine trees are like exclusively. I know that the in the lake territories, it's definitely more of just like a typical pine forest because they're always talking about how spongy the needles are underneath. So I'm pretty positive, but it's probably pretty spongy, like swampy too, because when the flood happened, um, in Bramblestar Storm, the entirety of ShadowClan's territory was basically underwater. So I use Streamlabs Friendship. It's a version of OBS that my silly brain can comprehend. Okay. Let's get started. Oh my gosh, hardcore Minecraft. I could never. I play mods now. I get so angry when I don't play Minecraft with like a grave mod that like lets you keep all your items without them despawning. I just can't stand it. Played too much Terraria. On keep inventory. Yeah. The origin mod. No. Yeah, I'd recommend Terraria. I really like it. I got Terraria when it was in alpha. It's only like $10. I don't know how much it is now. The last mods that I played was a Fabric, all of Fabric 6. It was like a mod pack. Ooh, that's cool. I've always wanted to play a Minecraft mod pack that's kind of like RPG-y. Like, I was looking at the Vault Hunters mod pack. Because I've never played one. I've always just played like ones that have like magic and tech. I don't know. I'm drawing Fern Shade. This is Black Star's sister and the mother of Badger Fang, aka Badger Paw. Yeah, I'd recommend Terraria. If you like more like progression, like Terraria is less sandbox and more like progression than Minecraft. I wouldn't really compare it to Minecraft at all. Except that you can like build stuff in it, I guess, but it's much more like you progress to fight bosses, you get stronger to fight more bosses. Yeah, if you like sandboxes, I wouldn't recommend it. My favorite sandbox right now is probably, I guess Animal Crossing's a sandbox technically, but I like Planet Zoo. It's like a zoo simulator. It usually goes on sale every once in a while for pretty cheap. Yeah, Badger Fang's mum. The only kit she ever had. What is and isn't a sandbox? I don't either. Usually I'll buy a game I like sandboxes, but I can get burnt out of them very easily because I feel like I like saving my creativity for like drawing, and if I am playing a sandbox, like in Minecraft, I usually just look up build tutorials because I just don't want to waste my creativity building in Minecraft. On what to do. That's fair. If you like having a set goal, then you'd like Terraria. Yeah, it can get overwhelming if you don't have a set goal. I've been looking at Stardew Valley lately. I bought it years ago, but I've never actually touched it. But I was watching one of my streamers that I frequent was playing Stardew Valley, and I don't know. I have played Cattails. I really liked it. It's been a while though. It's probably been like 6 years since I played Cattails. The thing about Cattails is after you're like finished with it, there's not that much to do. I like games that have a lot of post-game content or replayability. No, I haven't played ClanGen yet. I feel like every stream somebody's like, but did you play ClanGen? And I'm like, no, I haven't. I keep forgetting. Oh. I didn't know that, Cinnamon. I knew that there was a Cattails 2 in the works, but I didn't know it was that close to being released. I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Cough cough, sponsor me to stream playing your game, Cattails. I could honestly probably play the first one on stream and not remember that much about it. "200 moons." How many months is that? Like, that's like 3 years? I don't know. 2.5 years. Okay. "10 years?" Oh yeah, because moons aren't. I don't know what I was thinking. Because for some reason my brain was like moons or months, but then at the same time I was like 12 moons is 1 month. Yeah, I've been reading Warrior Cats for over half my life. Don't worry about it. I'm drawing Fern Shade. Here, I'm actually zooming out now so people can see her name again. Yeah, I don't remember her getting that much screen time. Like, even in like, the most notable characteristic of her is that she's Badger Fang's mom in Black Star's sister, but I feel like it's mostly Flint Fang, who's her brother. Because Flint Fang's in the actual Badger Fang story that everyone knows. I feel like some of the newer fandom doesn't even remember who Badger Fang is. Yeah, I have designed cats that were mentioned in one sentence. I've designed cats that literally don't even have screen time. I've designed cats that weren't... The only time that they were mentioned was on the website. Like today, my Warrior project blog is in the queue is Lightning and Rumble, who were just announced on the website, have never been... I guess they were mentioned in the books, but it's Thunderstar's siblings. They're dropping in 15 minutes on that blog. Yesterday somebody sent me an ask that was like, but are you gonna draw Lightning and Rumble? And I'm like, if you just wait 24 hours, you will get your answer. And it is yes. Thanks. I like my monkey star too. I'll probably draw her from the side when Thunder comes out. Thunder's next, right? Yeah, because we had River, Wind, and Shadow. So yeah, Thunder's a new release. Sharpclaw, the cat that was the deputy of SkyClan, yes. I've also designed Sharpclaw, that is the cat in the new Prophecy, the mountain lion. I have designed them both. I have officially drawn all of the named cats, except I forgot in One Star's Confession there was a 4th kitty pet named Nutmeg. Literally 4 separate kitty pets that are named Nutmeg. And I forgot in One Star's Confession they added another, so I have to go back and draw that Nutmeg. But, yeah, there's like 10 nutmegs. None of them have lines. I feel like the only one that has lines that's not just Allegiance only is the one in One Star's Confession, aka the one I missed. I kind of messed up with One Star's Confession though, because I try to draw the cats as I'm reading the book to kind of incentivize me to finish the book and finish the designs. But in One Star's Confession, nothing happens in that book, so I feel like I sped through it because I'm like, when does stuff start happening? And so I missed a lot of the like cats that are mentioned like once, and that's how I missed the Nutmeg. There's like 4 nutmegs, there's like 4 gorse claws, there's a couple names that they reuse multiple times. Apps, I can only recommend ones that I've used on the computer, because I don't draw on my phone and I don't have an iPad or anything like that. But I use Photoshop, but I'd probably recommend Clip Studio Paint for beginners. Just because it's like a one-time purchase and you can buy it for pretty cheap when it's on sale. Yeah, there's 4 Robin Wings and they all belong to like different clans. Yeah. It's tough, Lion. It's tough to stay motivated to draw them. Yeah, I don't know if you can get a trial for Clip Studio Swan, But my favorite thing about Clip Studio is that it's a one-time purchase, so you don't have to pay for it monthly. So it's a lot easier to like ask for it for Christmas or something like that. So it makes it a lot more accessible. And to be honest, Clip Studio has pretty much everything you need that Photoshop has for drawing. It doesn't have as many like adjustment layers, like it doesn't have gradient maps, but I didn't even learn how to use gradient maps until I was in college, so. It's a pretty big commitment. I feel like the only reason that I succeeded was because I did it during COVID and I didn't have anything else to do except for read and draw. Nowadays, I feel like if I started the challenge, I couldn't do it as quick. Fernshade died in Night Whispers? Was she alive that long? That's incredible. I didn't think she... Let me check. Honestly, I don't think she ever shows up in the Allegiance of like the... Now you got me interested. Yeah, she's dead in Night Whispers. Why is that? Oh, Oh, it's because she's dead in Night Whispers. Is that true? Yeah, because she's in StarClan. So we don't know when she died. She's just in StarClan in Night Whispers. I don't know when she died, because I don't think she's ever in the Allegiance of the main arcs. Thanks, Lion, I try. I feel like I don't engage that much, except for when I do streams. The fandom scares me online. So I try to avoid it. Like just today I was looking at somebody's I was looking at someone's Tumblr and they were like getting angry about Ivy Pool, what happened in the teaser of Thunder. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it has something to do with Ivy Pool and they were like super angry about Ivy Pool and I was like, bro, chill out. I was like, dude, what, why? Why do you guys feel the need to get angry? Just read the books. Okay, Russet Fur. I updated Russet Fur's design. And I don't know if it's on this computer. Oh no. Where is she? Hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought, Michelle. Like, I'm like, bro, I thought we liked Ivy Pool. She has so many maps. I don't know, man. I'm like, dude, chill out, okay? I'm like, whenever I draw background characters, somebody always reblogs it on Tumblr and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Somebody actually drew them. I'm so excited. It'll be like, I don't know. It'll be like Fernshade, who has like almost no screen time. They'll reblog it and being like, Fernshade, rise up, or whatever. And I'm like, dude, there's someone out there that likes every single cat. So can you just like chill out? And let people be excited? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I had to pull out my laptop really quick. I have to switch this over to the cloud. Okay, let's pull the Russet Fur over to this computer. Let's take this russet fur and move it over here. Okay. That's what I think so too, Temper. I have a couple people that I talk about the books with, and that's it. Like, I mean, I don't really feel that strongly to like tell the entire fandom how I feel about a character. Except for when I like post a map, then I'm telling somebody that I care about that character, but that's different, I feel like. Okay. Where's my russet fur? There she is. Yeah, when I read A Vision of Shadows for the first time, I knew exactly what would happen because I wasn't caught up. I feel like if you're not caught up when you're reading, it's too easy to not avoid spoilers. Okay. Let's move all these guys down. More cats. Flipper. No, I wanted to pick a time where it would be pretty calm in camp because I didn't want to draw a picture of like all the cats looking scared. I don't know. That doesn't seem cozy. So I picked it's basically like the honeymoon period of when Tiger Star becomes leader because I was like, well, he wasn't really like horrible to ShadowClan when he was leader there. He was horrible to the rest of the clans. But I also imagine he probably didn't really lead the clan that much. So I have Black Star kind of in the I have Blackfoot. He's assigning a patrol, but it's kind of like, yeah, he was really leader. Cuz I don't have I'm not going to do an illustration when Black Star is leader. I'm gonna do one when Tiger Heartstar was leader, and then I was like, oh, it'd be cool if Tiger Star 1 was in the first one, and then Tiger Star 2 was in the second one. That was my long-winded explanation. Thunderstar's Echo, Pine Star's Choice, and I think Spotted Leaf's Heart is in that one, which the fandom kind of agrees that it's just stupid. Okay. Oh, why is she... ShadowClan really annoying in Power of 3. I think ShadowClan and WindClan both start the Eclipse War, right? Because in Eclipse, the battle is WindClan, ShadowClan versus RiverClan, ThunderClan, right? "62 pages of homework." Oh, really? I did not realize that. WindClan and RiverClan attacking. That's pretty wacky. I'm trying to think of what ThunderClan even did to WindClan in Power of 3 that warrants that. Yeah, I mean, One Star hated. One Star always fought with Firestar, but. And I guess Leopard Star never really liked Firestar, so. That's your reason. That's all the reason you need. She just didn't like him. I just don't like the way you look. I know. One Star Firestar breakup. So tragic. Every time I reread the first series and I see One Whisker, I start liking him again. Even though I know what happens in like the second arc. Or like the third arc, I guess. I know what happens. I know he turns into stupid douchebag, but he's just so likable in the first arc, man. He's even likable in the second. Every time. Yeah, WindClan is really the punching bag of the first arc. We need another Tall Star clone. Tall Star. I don't even think there are any black and white cats in WindClan right now. Not that I know every single cat that's alive in WindClan right now. Kind of like Swiftpaw. But not Diet the Apprentice. Yeah. I mean, we had Needletail, who basically did a Swiftpaw where she like sacrificed herself so that Violet Paw could get away. I feel like no one remembers when a cat sacrifices themselves, but then they actually don't die though. Like, I'm sure that happened multiple times. Oh yeah, you're right. Brookstar? That has a nice ring. Personally a fan of Flutterfoot. Flutterfoot is a WindClan cat. I really like the sound of Flutterstar. It's very cute. Oh yeah, we do get to see Swiftpaw. He does give a life. I do like Russet Fur, yeah. But she was really old when she died. Unfortunate. People are like, oh, we should have gotten Russet Star, but I'm like, she was really old when she died. I like the idea of her just like not wanting to retire. I love when they do that. Yeah. She dies in Omen of the Stars. She dies in the Fading Echoes, I believe, because Lion Blaze kills her. She killed Firestar at one point? Yeah, she kills Firestar, and Lion Blaze, like, attacks her because she kills him, and he kills her. I believe that's all the same battle. I will not spoil you, Swan, but the answers are out there already if you would like to know the answer to your disappointment. Rowan Star and Russifer both died, but Rowan Star dies in A Vision of Shadows. Yeah. People are always like, oh my gosh, I hate Lion Blaze. He does kill a lot of cats. He also was responsible for one of Hairstar's lives that he lost. He's killed a lot of cats. But he also had, like, superhuman strength. And so sometimes I feel like he just forgot. He forgot. He's kind of himbo. I always imagine Lion Blaze as, like, super himbo. Okay. Spoilers for Thunder. The Thunder teaser, if anyone wants to. I'm gonna say this really quick, okay? In the teaser of Thunder, Ivypool has been named deputy. So you're safe, Swan. Your disappointment will not be met. Yeah, it was Lion Blaze. The teaser was on the Warriors website. I believe if you look at the wiki page for Thunder, it might be linked on there. Please, Photoshop? What are you doing? Please, Photoshop? Okay. Yeah, I was very excited with their choice. I've always wanted Ivy Star. I think she really came into her own in A Vision of Shadows. And I thought she suffered a lot in The Broken Code, and I think she really does deserve it. So I was reading a blog earlier that was like, Ivypool hate all over the place, and I'm like, dude, chill out, Jesus. Not Ivy Star yet, but I've always wanted Ivy Star. I think she really deserves it. I feel like the people that hate her are like, they've only read Omen of the Stars. They're like, she's so vindictive. I'm like, bro, have you even read A Vision of Shadows? They're like, she has it against Dovewing. And I'm like, she doesn't really anymore. Like, chill out. I don't know. I don't want Scroll Star to happen because she's really old. So I ain't about to be like super pissed if something happens to her and Bramble Star in this arc. I personally don't like Squirrel Flight at all. I liked Squirrel Paw. So you're talking to the wrong person. I would be entirely fine if that was a series of unfortunate events happened to them. I'm drawing Russifer. Oh, you're right. She does have a little chip. Thank you. And she has a scar. Right behind, she has a scar right here. I think everyone likes when she's an apprentice. Honestly. I think it's because it's a really refreshing change of pace from Fires. So in like Firestar's a really goody two shoes and doesn't really have any like fiery moments for lack of a better word. So when we get a new set of point of views, we have Goody Two Shoes Leaf Paw again. We have Goody Two Shoes Bramble Claw again, and then we get kind of fiery Squirrel Paw. So I feel like it's like a really nice change of pace when it happens. I mean, obviously we have like J Paw afterward. That's like a pretty fiery point of view. But Squirrel Paw was the first point of view that people read that's kind of like spicy. Yeah, she's horrible in at the end of the new prophecy. Literally when she turns into Squirrel Flight is when like her personality disappears. I'm honestly kind of glad that they kept Lion Blaze kind of like stupid. Like in the Broken Code, he's so stupid. And I'm like, he's always been kind of himbo. So I mean... I know! I love him. I actually love... There's this one blog that that shows up on my recommended sometimes, and it's like a Lion Blaze appreciation blog, and I'm like, you understand, you're a knower. And even that they were like, yeah, we don't, I don't want Lion Blaze to become deputy, I just love him. And I'm like, you're a knower. I understand you completely. I just think he's super himbo. When I was writing him in Omen of the Stars, he joked around a lot. Like I had him like cracking jokes the whole time. Horrible jokes, mind you, because I didn't know how to write, but I just think he's himbo. If any of you guys have played Kingdom Hearts, Terra is Lion Blaze. And that's it. That's the end of it. Please, computer. Graystripe is really stupid when he's young. But he's like still really young. So we give him a nice little pass. I mean, he lived to be an elder, so he has to have some intelligence. I think that they say that in StarClan, Graystripe can live in harmony with like Silverstream and Millie, but at the same time, I remember them setting up way long ago that Millie doesn't believe in StarClan, which kind of like implies that he doesn't have to pick when he goes into StarClan, he'll just have Silverstream. I don't know. I don't think that we'll ever see Millie again. I'm just saying. She died off screen, for Pete's sake. He annoyed you when you were younger? I really like him. He does kind of have his moments in the first arc, though. Yeah, she died off screen. She, like, died from green cough or whatever off screen. She just, like, died in between arcs. I don't remember if she, like, greets Grey Stripe in StarClan. Hold on. Let me check. It's been almost 30 minutes. I have to give my hand a rest. Oh wait, I can't just type in Millie on Google. I have to type in Millie Warriors. Unlike, like, Grey Stripe, I can just type in. No, she's apparently in StarClan. She is in StarClan. She is in... A Light in the Mist. Yeah, she's in StarClan. She greets Grey Stripe in A Light in the Mist. It's not, for some reason the Warriors Wiki doesn't have Millie. She doesn't have Millie in, they don't have Millie in a broken code on the Warriors Wiki yet. But yeah, she just died of illness. That's all they said. Yeah, Sunan, I think that's kind of stupid that they killed Leaf Pool in a Super Edition. That was like during the time when the Super Editions were almost necessary to read in concurrence with the main arcs, I feel like. Which is insane. I hope they, like, never do that again, but it seems like they're doing that with Ivy Pool's Super Edition. So... I like when they make the Super Edition standalone. The thing that got me about Leafpool's death is, like, StarClan afterward. They're, like, super douches to her. But Leafpool pulls a girl boss moment and is like, I don't care if you guys judge me. I don't regret having my kids, so, like, there. I have no idea, Sky. I'm almost positive cats can pick. Like, I remember people got really angry when Briarlight in StarClan was seen without her injuries, but she wasn't born with them, and I feel like she can pick whatever she wants. Like, you guys are getting angry. She wasn't born with her injuries. Maybe she kind of regretted having them. That's fine. That's her prerogative. I know. I feel like the people that got mad didn't realize that, yeah, Jay, I remember that. That was kind of meh. I do remember that. Now that you mention it, I remember why this was discourse. They rewrote that. I actually think that the Squirrel Flight's Hope I have doesn't have that in it. Because I wasn't reading the books as they came out, so I got Squirrel Flight's Hope late. So I want to say that when I read Squirrel Flight's Hope, that was not discourse. Or that wasn't even in the books anymore. Is Adobe Photoshop better than Clip Studio? I don't really know. I've never really thought of it like that. I like both of the programs for different reasons. So I guess it would just depend on what exactly that you're using. Like, I think Clip Studio is better for animating. Definitely. It just has a way better timeline integrated into the program. I love Crowfeather and you are wrong. I do actually really like Crowfeather. I think that his Super Edition is one of the best Super Editions. I think it was really good. Yeah, Crowfeather's trial is really good. I actually kind of had no really strong opinions towards Crowfeather at all until I read his Super Edition, and then I was like, oh, hold on. I feel like people who really hate characters in Warriors are really annoying. I'm not I try not to be a negative person, especially in Warrior Cats. So I feel like people who hate Warrior Cat characters, it feels like they never shut up about said character. I'm like, if you hate the character so much, why do you spend so much brain power talking about them? Just ignore them. Yeah, there are definitely cats I don't like. But I just don't think about them. Except for, like, for a split second. Like, I just don't think about them. I simply ignore. Okay, that's Reservoir. They are doing a mock battle, as you can see. There are no claws. They are not using their claws. Okay, we want oak fur. I've seen people who like thistle. This was a lot. So before Spotted Leaf's Heart, there was like a solid part of the fandom that really liked Thistleclaw. But then after that book, no one talked about Thistleclaw. And I feel like when you did, people like got up, because people would get up all in your grill when you talked about Thistleclaw after that book. But like, and so now if you like Thistleclaw, you have to be like, but I don't see Spotted Leaf's Heart as canon. But I feel like most of the fandom hasn't even read Spotted Leaf's Heart. They just know that Thistleclaw is horrible in it. So like, I feel like if I met someone that liked Thistleclaw, I'd be like, oh, they probably just don't like him in Spotted Leaf's Heart. I don't feel like I've met a single person that likes Thistleclaw and like stands by him You can't pretend Spotted Leaf's heart isn't canon. So I can pretend Spotted Leaf's heart is canon. Yeah, you can pretend, but... The artists choose quantity over quality. Yeah, that's the case in some aspects. I feel like but every time they try to bring on a new author, except for like Cherith and Kate, like the new author makes, like, actually I think Spotted Leaf's Heart was written by Vicky. It was like one of the last things Vicky wrote on the team. But then they tried to bring in a new person to write the novellas, and honestly, Blackstar, the last set of novellas, Blackstar's Reckoning, Daisy's Kin, and Spotfur's Rebellion or whatever, was pretty solid. Pretty solid. Oakfur. He mustache man. Oakfur is actually in this picture, and he's in the ShadowClan Lake Camp. Yeah, Lion. I feel like the people who like Thistleclaw liked him before they read Spotted Leaf's Heart. And then it's like me with Clear Sky. Okay? I really like Clear Sky. But then whenever I always see people hate Clear Sky for valid reasons. I mean, they are reasons. I like Clear Sky as a character. I don't like all of the choices he makes. I think he's pretty stupid. But I hate Clear Sky in Mothflight's vision. I think that he's so cruel and vindictive, and I feel like it doesn't fit his character at all. And I hate Mothflight's vision, but I still say I like Clear Sky. Yeah, his mustache is off because he's flying. It's like he's like flying backwards. I don't know. I try not to like raise any eyebrows when somebody says that they like a specific character, because I'm like, I'm sure they have normal reasons for liking that character. Most people are normal. Tiger Claw Star is my favorite character. Better than Scourge. Yeah, he's definitely better than Scourge. Thanks, Lion. I feel like I blocked them out because I like didn't want to use brain power to figure out what they would look like sometimes. The love that Frecklewish got when she got into the Dark Forest. Dude, I feel like the people that were like, Frecklewish didn't deserve to go into the Dark Forest. I'm like, have you read Mabelphage Vengeance in like a while? How long has it been since you read that book? Because she's a bee. She is horrible in that book. She literally watches kids die. That's against the warrior code. She broke the warrior code. Yeah, she did. Sky. In Mapleshade's Vengeance, after Mapleshade gets back from RiverClan, this is after her kits have already died, and she goes to RiverClan looking for refuge. She runs into Nettlepaw, who is a ThunderClan apprentice, and Nettleclaw tells her Frecklewish witnessed the kittens falling into the water, and she had told ThunderClan already that the kittens were dead. So she watches them die. She doesn't try to do anything. Yeah, Maple Shade's Vengeance is like everyone sucks the end. Except for Myler. Myler is king. Yeah, well maybe if she died trying to save the kids, she'd be in Starkland. Wah, wah. That's terrible logic. Is it really though? Oh my gosh, how did I draw this paw? I kind of like... Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna drop this combo soon because everyone's getting super heated. And I'm like, these are cat books. Yes, you did, Jay, but we're just gonna drop it. We're not gonna talk about Freckle Wish anymore. This is apparently... This is too close to some people's hearts. I was just making funny cat jokes. Hi, Mossy. We are standing Myler. Myler's the only one. Myler and Perchpaw. Kings. Why did Rowan's line art disappear? What do you mean? I just have him... Boop! He's just hidden right now. I can unhide him. I can unhide him. Yeah, it's okay, Mossy. I try to keep it not controversial in here. I like my good vibes. Rowan Paw was Jagged Tooth's apprentice, actually. But Jagged Tooth literally betrayed ShadowClan halfway through his mentorship. So I kind of imagine that he probably didn't really even care about mentoring Rowan Paw, and that Oakfur probably just like the whole clan took over mentoring him. I just have Oakpaw practicing with Russifer because I like Oakpaw or Oakfur. I like his design and I wanted to draw him nice and big. Yeah, well, Jagged was Jag, I believe, something like that. He was a rogue that Tiger Claw found and made him a warrior when he became leader. You're so right, Lion. So it takes place before the Battle of Blood Clan. Myler is Barley's great grandpa. That could be true. It takes place before, so technically it takes place during Tiger Star and Sasha's manga, because when I was rereading the Tiger Star Sasha manga, there is a scene where Tiger Star brings Sasha into ShadowClan Camp and it seems like really chill and everyone's having a great time. And I'm like, okay, this is the vibe I want. This is the vibe I want in the picture, so that's why I did it then. So, up here, hold on. Up here is, why is my mouse not working? I have Tiger Star and Sasha toxic, but I wanted Sasha in the picture. Tall Poppy is right here. Yeah, good vibes in Evil ShadowClan. Honestly, I probably should have framed this in like right after the Blood Clan battle. But I assume a lot of ShadowClan cats die in the Blood Clan battle, so Brick doesn't have a gender in canon, so I also think of Brick as a girl. So yeah, true agender. Maybe Brick is spayed or neutered. Okay. Shanty from Pine Star's Choice. Yeah. Okay, that's probably why I thought so too, Ty. From the manga. Maybe it's like... Yeah. I don't know. Not knowing Brick is a cat. I think that's a pretty popular headcanon Ty Tempest, that's trans Rowan Claw. Brick is clearly a dog. It's right there. Brick is clearly an imaginary friend created by Scourge, and is actually just a brick. My 32-page thesis. All of Blood Clan is just Scourge's imagination. Like that SpongeBob episode with his imaginary friends on his fingers. Oops, I forgot the other part. River Clan being sticks? If anyone gets the reference? We all get the reference, right? Right? I'm not the only one that has no idea what you're talking about. You know, I felt so, Sky, about that. I felt so bad because I gave Flame Paw like orange bits on him. Obviously before he was like a point of view. And every once in a while I'm like, maybe I should remove the orange points. But I also think it's kind of hilarious. You could think of them as like rusting. If he's like a black cat, he just has some rusting, I guess. Whoopsie! It's just so hard to make, like we already have Hollyleaf and Crowfeather and Breezepelt. They're all kind of pretty much black cats. I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that again. I remember the River Clan video. The real reason Graystripe left River Clan. Yeah, he has the same, in my design he has the same face shape and eyes as Firestar, but his body looks like, Larksong, his dad. His papa. Clanmates, settle down. Gather round. What do you mean? It's River Clan. Mama Tad owns my heart. That's interesting. I honestly think Sunbeam is so nothing that her designs, it's so hard to make a Sunbeam design that goes hard. Because there's not really anything you can draw her to look like. I don't know. I feel like people should go nuts with Sunbeam designs. I don't know. They probably just grew out of warriors like most people do. Me sitting over here crying in my cage. God. Black Stars 2, white and nerdy. Oh my gosh. Those are some gems. Cause she likes sunbathing. That's actually beautiful. Maybe Nightheart starts to turn like orange because when he like dates Sunbeam, because Sunbeam just likes to sunbathe all the time, and then he's just like slowly turning orange. I still think he's gonna switch his name back to Flameheart by the end of the series. Firestar doesn't like waffles. But they're white chocolate macadamia. Those are some of the best cookies. I feel like that Dark Kokiri video, the Graystripe Firestar secret should be like Cloudtail's secret actually. Because Cloudtail canonically like snuck off to eat 2-leg food. Firestar hates cookies. Firestar hates waffles. Firestar hates Tiger Claw. What's that meme where it's like Firestar loves Sandstorm, Firestar loves Gray Stripe, and then Tiger Claw shows up. Okay, that's Cedar. Firestar loves Spotted Leaf. Sometimes I forget that Maple Shade like totally yeeted Spotted Leaf. Didn't flinch to the dog. I'm the F to the I to the R to the E pod. I'm gonna be the best apprentice StarClan's ever saw. It's okay, Viv. This is a safe spot for clan elders of the fandom. I have trouble designing main characters that I cannot get a grip on their personality. So, Sunbeam, I have such a hard time. I'm currently trying to redraw her, honestly. I don't know. There are like some cats where I just cannot figure out. Like when I was drawing the cats, from Riverstar's home, Finch, I could not settle on a design for her. Me as a new reader. I'm glad that there's people that are still like discovering the books. I wish it was easier for like people not to get spoiled. I feel like more people would read the books now if they weren't like spoiled for everything that happened so easily. I was just so surprised when it's like most Warriors fans don't even read the books anymore. They just like go on Warrior Cat Roblox. I'm like I'm like amazed. I'm like, how? Does it go hard? Frostpaw's your favorite cat? I try to avoid spoilers, but it's just so hard to avoid spoilers on like arcs that are finished. Like I avoid talking about them. I feel like it's just hard. Like I try to avoid talking about spoilers for like a Starless Clan, but it's hard not to talk about spoilers for like the Broken Code. Yeah, that's fair, cool. For me, the books are like easy reads nowadays. So it's like comfort reading to read them. And I feel like once you're caught up, it's not super hard to stay caught up. At least for me, because it only takes me like a couple sessions to finish a book, usually. Did you know Billy Storm doesn't even join as like a not Daylight Warrior of SkyClan until it's like until the end of the manga. He's like still a kitty pet warrior. Or Daylight Warrior, sorry. Go to the library and buy them. Yeah, you can rent them online. Like on a device from your local library. There are also ways to find them without buying them. I cannot legally tell you in public. But if you ask around, you might find someone. Why is he so dark? Ugh. Shadowsight's underrated? I feel like a lot of people like him. I feel like a lot of people think he's the best cat. He's the best point of view in Broken Code. Basically Sky. I do like the Daylight Warrior concept. I thought that it was very interesting. And they don't really waste it. It's pretty much fleshed out. They can't, it's just not a viable option after they move. Because they don't live right next to like a two-leg place anymore. Okay. 2 more cats. Daylight Warrior Rusty AU. Cloudtail was kind of a Daylight Warrior for a while. If you think about it. I don't care about this song. I can barely hear it. Let's try this one. Meh. Let's try this one. Storyboarded maps have a better chance of getting participants. I actually don't like joining storyboarded maps. I feel like they're pretty restrictive sometimes. But that's just because pre-production's my favorite part. So I like doing the storyboard and all that stuff. I feel like I stopped really joining maps because I feel like my favorite part was like getting experimental with it and all this. And nowadays you can't really get experimental with maps because they're like super fleshed out in the pre-production side. So that's why I just host them now, because I'm like, well, people are expecting the pre-production to be done anyway, and it's my favorite part. I feel like, I don't know. I just can never get into storyboarded maps because I do agree that the end result probably is more cohesive. Sometimes the best part about maps is letting people, like, seeing what people can come up with, though. No, I'm not planning on doing anything anytime soon, Snake. Storyboarded and non. I don't even check, like, open maps anymore, man. I just don't have the time. All of them are like 48 hours, and I'm like, I don't have time to do this that long, like in that short of amount of time. But if you do anything less than 48 hours, no one ever finishes their part, it seems like. I don't know, it's crazy. I love making cats have hair. It's a controversial opinion, to be sure. I don't think I'd ever host a map that didn't have more than like 3 months, that had less than a 3-month deadline. It's just, it just seems so, I don't know. Have I hydrated today? I haven't since I started stream. Yeah, love. I remember back in the day, 48-hour maps were kind of like a special occasion, and it was when Google Hangouts were like super popular, like people. So during that 48 hours, there'd always be like massive streams where like people would all join, and then you'd have a Google Hangout where like everyone's working on their part at the same time, and it was super fun because everyone's working on it at the same time, and it was very fun. But yeah, chair. Especially, I feel like since I'm older now, I'm probably picking out people who have like the same time as me. I don't know. It's hard for me. I just don't. I have to work, you know? So it's like, it's a free time project. At some point, it's like, okay, well, if you're joining the project, then yeah, you should be aware of how much free time you have, and if you don't have enough, then maybe you should like pass on a map joining it if it's a 48-hour and you know you're not going to have enough time. But at the same time, stuff comes up, you know? I want to host some more projects. It's just so hard for me to call the projects I have in mind maps, because I don't know, I feel like maps nowadays, they feel different. Like, I actually had an idea for an unscripted unscripted map I did, like, project. That would be like a shorter, like, sketchy map, like a fun, unscripted, just do whatever you want. Kind of like how it used to be. But I also just don't have the same time that I used to, you know? Yeah, homie. It's just, like, hard. Like, I usually only have, like, a couple hours a day, if that, to, like, do what I want to do, not what I have to do. My favorite wooorks character. I don't know if I have a single favorite. I have many favorites. No, I haven't, Derek. I didn't do anything with... They were... Cheetah was in StarClan's Chosen, and that was the first time that I had ever, like, actually talked to them. They seem pretty chill. But I haven't talked to them since. I don't think that's technically true. Like, I remember in StarClan's Chosen, I chose a lot of people, and that was their, like, first map. One of my favorite characters? I like Little Cloud. He's in the picture. He's right here. I like Clear Sky. I like Grey Wing. I like Cinderpelt. I like Blue Star. I like Shadow Sight. River Ripple. That's fair, homie. I watch a lot of Twitch because I just don't have time to play video games as much anymore, so I like watching other people play video games that I don't have the time to play anymore. Yeah, that's my favorite part about maps too, is that you get to see new animators. And sometimes I feel like non-storyboarded stuff gives new animators even that much more time to shine. I don't know. Like, StarClan Chosen wasn't storyboarded. I think it still turned out okay. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but that's because there's like 4 things happening at once on screen sometimes. I think that somebody said that there was a map that was like semi-storyboarded and not semi-not. I think that's a nice balance. We can say he fall out of it. Smokepaw's in this picture, legendary. I know you're probably joking, but Smokepaw is in this picture. Smile. He's right here. This is him. It's the cat in the snow! Yeah. Thank you. That's the reaction. That's the reaction that I was expecting. Is I'm dying from laughter because Snowpaw fell off the little tiny branch. But everyone's just like, why? Jessica, why do you hate you? Why are you so evil? I'm like, I thought it was funny. Didn't think it was that bad. He just fell out the snow. That is Blackfoot, Derek, aka Black Star. Oh, Black Star. Oh, soul. I don't know, Lion. I feel like I need to do sign up forms because YouTube comments are so hard to like navigate for me, and also whenever I host maps I get like 600 people asking to be part of it, and it's just easier for me to have an entire Excel sheet that I can like navigate through. That's why I started doing the Excel forms. But I feel like if you're a smaller map poster that's not getting like over 200 or 300 people applying, then you probably would be fine using YouTube. But the forms also give a place for someone to give their Discord name that's not like public. So like I feel like if I gave my Discord name not like in a YouTube comment, I would get a lot of friend requests that I don't really particularly want. So it's nice to have a private form to send that in. Yeah, Cher, it was so much. I had so my sister loves, like, she did this with Everything Moves too. She loves, like, when I get the applicants for a map, she loves going through all of the people and, like, seeing their animations. I do too. That's, like, one of my favorite parts. She doesn't read Warrior Cats or anything, but she likes going through them, and, like, I let her mark which ones she really likes. She's like, I really like this guy's stuff. You should put them in. So she helps me go through them. But that's honestly probably the reason why I got a lot of new people that I'd never heard before in Everything Moves and StarClan's Chosen, because my sister, she doesn't know anything about Warriors, so she'll go through them and just be like, no, I like this person's stuff. And I don't know, she gives everyone the chance that they deserve. How did I don't like how. My sister's, she's like artsy. She likes sewing more. Like, she likes knitting and sewing, and she doesn't like draw as much anymore. But she really likes going through the participants. She is sweet. She is 2 years younger than me. She's actually a doctor now. She's like a medical doctor. So she probably will not help me pick out the participants for the next project. She doesn't have a lot of time anymore. She was still in medical school when she looked. And she was looking at StarClan's Chosen stuff. I know! Can you believe it? My sister's a doctor. She lives in New York City. She's made it big. She's so smarty pants. I love her a lot. And I'm very proud of her as a big sister. Doesn't Tall Poppy, I think she dies in Omen of the Stars. Wasn't there like I think it was like a Suzanne Missing Kids thing, which isn't considered canon, but somebody said, I think Suzanne said that Smokepaw Smokepaw and Talonpaw. No, it was Tall Poppy's kits, Marsh Kit, Apple Kit, and Toad Kit were Blackfoot's kits. Suzanne was like, yeah, those are Blackfoot's kits. It's not canon. They're not really his kits. But I read that the other day and I was like, whoa. Imagine. That's why I was like, what did I just read with Tall Poppy in it? I really want them to make a novella set with like Snowtuff, Silverhawk, and Maggot Tail. Honestly, think they might be able. Could you imagine if they did like a manga of like Snowtuff? That'd be interesting. I feel like they really could do a novella set with them. I've been thinking about that a lot, but I don't think they have any plans to do more novellas. I don't think the novellas sell very well. Suzanne, I think, was one of the editors for a while. Broken Code manga. Every time I think of like a Broken Code like manga, I think of that one scene, and I think it's in like Darkest Night or like the Darkness Within or whatever. It's the scene where the sisters are in the SkyClan camp and they're like summoning the spirits of like the deceased cats to see what's happened. Like they're trying to summon like Bramblestar or whatever, and it's like the way it's described is like these cats are like in agony. It's like super horrible. I'm like, holy crap. I feel like no one draws that scene. Everyone kind of forgot that scene existed. It was so brutal. Yeah, Warriors does have some novellas. They usually come in like sets of 3, so they're kind of the same. They're a little bit shorter than like a main series book, but they have like 3 separate stories in them. There's quite a few. Like there's like 6 or 7. And they're hit or miss. Like some of the worst writing is in the novellas. But there's some really interesting ones. Like I like Goosefeather's Curse and Pine Star's Choice. Blackfoot's Reckoning is really good. Funny little kitties. I use a lot of reference images. If I'm like, if you're like actually talking about like funny little cat poses, dude, reference images are your best friend because cats can make some pretty crazy poses. Yeah, I like Pine Star's Choice. I think that it could have been, the only thing it suffers from is like bad pacing. Like I think it's really quickly paced, but that's like the problem with the novellas is a lot of them have really interesting ideas, but it's just like there's such a short amount of time for them to elaborate on it. Like Shadowstar's Life, it's kind of just funny because the pacing requires them to go from like she dies and then the next minute she dies and then the next minute she dies. So it seems like she's losing them like super quick. But the concept is interesting. Yeah, it's just like I feel like Pine Star's Choice would be the best to read right after you read Blue Star's Prophecy. Because of the pacing issue, it kind of like only briefly mentions what happens in Blue Star's Prophecy, but a lot of the Blue Star's Prophecy stuff that happens to Pine Star is like the last straw. So I feel like if you read Pine Star's Choice and Blue Star's Prophecy like super close to each other, it would hit different. What are some other novellas that are good? Daisy's kin is pretty good. I honestly really liked Thunderstar's Echo. There's like a super sad scene in it where Lightning Tail and Thunderstar are in StarClan, and it's just like a super hard scene. It's a really nicely written scene in my opinion, like for Warrior Cats at least. My favorite Warriors arc is I like Dawn of the Clans in the first arc. Like a true fan, I like the first arc. There's actually 2 Rowan prefixes in ShadowClan right now. Why does it seem like most big Warrior Cat animators are friends? I don't think that's the case. I think that's kind of like people think that. But I don't talk to any of the big Warrior Cat animators anymore. Back in like 2015, I mean, I guess I was friends with like Finchwing and stuff, but I feel like, I don't know, I'm out of the loop nowadays though. I'm sure it's like there's a group of people that are like friends, but I have no idea. Random background character should I draw? Do you have a specific arc you're looking at, low quality? Like, is there a specific time that you're looking for, or are you just looking for anyone? Any tips for getting popular on YouTube? Honest to God, I have no tips anymore. I feel like I got a lot of my subscribers in a different era. Like nowadays it feels like you have to upload like every week at least. Like bare minimum, because every time I upload, people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're still alive." I'm like, "I literally uploaded like a couple months ago." Just cat. I like seeing how people draw you should draw Crooked Star. Or Oakheart. You can pick either one. Yeah, she is Yellowfang's sister. Rowan Berry. I think this is the last cat, now that you mention it. Then I have to shade them all. Of the 3, who is your favorite? Probably Lion, or probably J Feather. Yeah, I don't know how you'd build an audience on YouTube. I feel like I don't know anymore. It does seem like you have to have like an upload schedule, and it's really hard for like an animator or like somebody that's doing just animated content to have an upload schedule. I don't know. Yeah, Yellow Fang has a sister and a brother. Rowanberry and Nutwhisker. Why, it's Bright Flower? Who is Bright Flower? Oh, Yellowfang's mom. I don't know why she's in it. Probably because she let Yellowfang get exiled. But it was like her kittens that like was the reason that Yellowfang got exiled, because her kittens died and Broken Star blamed it on her. So I mean, she wasn't exactly in a good frame of mind. She is Yellowfang's mom, but she had 2 litters of kittens. She had Yellowfang's litter, and then she had Marigold and Mint Kit. And Marigold and Mint Kit were the ones that Broken Star took out of camp and like basically was training them, and they died. AKA he was trying to practice battle moves on them and basically yeeted them. So he brings them back to camp because Yellowfang finds them. He brings them back to camp and is like, yeah, he implies that Yellowfang's like the one that killed them. He didn't just murder them. I mean, yeah, he did murder them, but it's like said like, oh, they were weak anyway. So like, basically he was practicing battle moves on them. And did a fox kill them? Let me check. You might be right, actually, Lion. No, they were killed by Broken Star. Yeah, Broken Star confessed to murdering them and called them weak. So yeah, he is trying to teach them battle moves, and he's being too. I always read it as like he was being too rough with them. Like he was basically like, well, I'm going to practice my battle moves on you, and if you survive, then you can become an apprentice at like 2 moons old. And if you don't, well, you were weak. Type of thing is what I always read it as. There's a person on Tumblr that likes some of like my designs every once in a while, and I see their name and they like their favorite character is Broken Star. And that goes back to the, I mean, I personally wouldn't make my favorite character Broken Star, but hey, I'm sure they have their reasons. Hey, you do you. There are definitely people out there that Broken Star is their favorite character. Wild to think about. Me saying that as one of my favorite characters is Clear Sky, so like, you know. People like what people like. People do be loving Scourge. I have no idea. You know that website, that Werecats website where it has like all the cats and you have to like go through them and you make your list of favorites? There's like pictures and you like they're all pitted up against each other and I want to know the statistics on which cat is the least that people pick. You like Broken Star because he's cartoonishly evil, see? Some people just like the cartoonishly evil. The chaotic evils. He is pretty cartoonishly evil. He's just like over the top evil. Most people give Broken Star mustache because he's like a Persian. He could definitely be twirling it. Man, it gets so dark here. I guess it's been raining all day. That's probably why it's already dark. Rowan Berry. I think that's everyone. I have to fix this. They groom a paw to show that they don't care. It is pretty crazy that he just like kills kids. I feel like he's the only. I feel like they couldn't get away with that with any of the villains nowadays. I did actually make progress on this insanely quick. I don't know why, but I never had like a burnout period during this illustration. Like in the Wind Clan camp one, I had a mega huge burnout when I was trying to render out the heather. So I took like a month and a half long break from it before I finally went back to it and was like, alright, I'm just gonna redo this line art. Thanks. I wanted to play up the shadows because it's ShadowClan. Teehee. Yeah, no heather in this one. Thank the Lord. Okay. Where's my shadows? Hello? Badger Fang story. The fandom, I remember, wasn't there like a Badger Fang like animatic? I did finish all the cats. I have to shade them now and like incorporate them into the background so it doesn't look like they're just stickers. I like Gravity Falls. I have actually watched that. I'm glad Gravity Falls ended like where it was supposed to end. I really appreciate media that just like ends after it's told its story. Did I not shade any? Rowan Paw is just like floating. It has like no shadows. Okay, where's my new brush? Where did I put that? There it is. That's true legendary. I feel like they'll never do the Cinderpaw thing again. They didn't know how to handle it. I definitely know what you're talking about. We all know exactly what we're talking about, right? No confusion here. Yeah, it's Cedar Paw Lovely. What's crazy to me is that, like, I don't know why. I guess it makes sense, but like some of the kits stay kits the entire time that they're in StarClan. Or it's like, it seems like kits grow up, like even like stillborn kits grow up old enough to like comprehend things when they're in StarClan. But they're still like newborn kits that can't even like walk yet. How does that work? Like, is there a specific age that they'll like at least like they can at least walk around? I was drawing Thunder and Rumble and I was like, I don't know how old to make these cats because I don't know. Yeah, I know that. But I mean, I feel like you should at least let the kits like have the ability to walk. It seems like that's kind of the consensus. They appear as they were happiest in life. That kind of makes sense. In a way, I guess. In that one page. Did Moth Kit give Blue Star life? I can't remember. Probably, right? What music is this? I have no idea. Let's check. It is from F-Zero. Silence, Super Nintendo. On the Nintendo video game music, nostalgic music to study, chill, and relax to. Nintendo music to put you in a good mood. Oh, yeah. This is from Twilight Princess. Yeah, I honestly don't mind them, like, being able to pick from when they were happiest. I feel like they're dead. They can do whatever they want. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion. What, Ravi? Snowkid's still waiting. Firestar promised to train him. Why? I have half of his face shaded. Biggest Werecat Struggle Award. I don't know, Dia. Have you even read Shadow's Eye? I'm just kidding, I know you have. Yeah, well, he's trying to, like... I don't know if he's actually happy. He's probably just trying to swoon Sasha. I don't really think he ever cared about her that much, honestly. Not me showing a toxic relationship. He did have parents that loved him. Stormtail was Stormtail. I'm liking this playlist. I do like to use Photoshop, but it's because I've used it for like the past decade, and I hate change. I know, I'm drawing a toxic ship. Look, all I really wanted to do was draw Sasha. Tiger Star just had to be there, unfortunately. Maybe I should have made Sasha, like, facing the camera instead of Tiger Star, so I didn't have to draw his stupid smug face. I mean, he's already in one of the clan pictures. Now he gets to be in a whole nother one? Hate to see it. Sasha's profile is the only way I know how to draw her. Yet another design that I had no idea how to draw from other angles when I designed it. Oopsie. Stop. Okay, I'm not. I need to be on 5x5. My cheaty way. Scourge did that for us. That's true, but unfortunately he had 4 kids before that happened, so his bloodline is going strong. At what age did I start reading Warrior Cats? What age are you when you're in 7th grade? I think I started reading it in 7th grade. Maybe 6th grade? I was in middle school. Yeah, that sounds about right, about 12. I feel like I want a lighter color on Sasha, but it looks weird to have that much lighter color. Let's just tone it down a little bit. Some Kirby music. Getting the ultimate guide for warriors and thought it was cool. And then imagine my disappointment when I saw there was already a cat named Dustbelt. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to stop streaming soon, but I think I'm gonna come back in a little bit. I just am getting hungry and need to make dinner. But I think I'll come back in after dinner, so yeah, I want to feast. And I need to give my hand a break, and it's a nice place to stop because I just started shading. Yeah, no problem. I'll be back in a little bit. Bye!